There's nothing I love more than making over 1,000 changes on the hero guides, only for Valve to push out a new patch right after. So really the big changes for 7.34b is about adjusting some heroes and Spirit Vessel without really taking away what 7.34 gave. So it's kind of a trade-off is how I would put this summary for the 7.34 patch. Spirit Vessel, first big change here. Spirit Vessel has gotten cheaper in cost. So for its lower value in universal attributes, right, 6 to 12, this affects heroes like Invoker and Venomancer especially. If you saw 7.34, Bristleback got a really cool new ability with his Ag Scepter. However, it does have a big mana cost to it. I think Bristleback getting more buffs is a step in the right direction for the hero. It's got a new toy with the Aghanim Scepter, but more importantly, the mana regen you're gonna get is gonna be really helpful as you build towards Arcane Boots. Cool, so Enigma, demonic summoning instead of demonic conversion. It's kind of putting lipstick on a pig. Enigma is kind of in a weird place right now because, you know, initially he was a great pos 3 that kind of controlled the lane by denying one creep every lane. Now, however, we're not really sure where to put him. I've been hearing rumors that he's now a support, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, make no mistake, Invoker's still a really strong hero right now. I still recommend picking this hero despite the Spirit Vessel nerf and now the Ghost Walk nerf. A lot of the items that Invoker picks up late game have inherent regeneration, right? Octarine, like Sight Device, like Refresher. So really strange that Ghost Walk has its own built-in regeneration. I would still play this hero if I knew how to play him. I think it's pretty sweet to see Monkey King get some new effects for his Mischief. No longer limits movement to 200 and now grants 10% movement speed. Pretty dope. I think that's a nice little addition for the hero. It's a nice change where, you know, you could be valuable for chasing, for escaping, or just getting to a position for a fight. I think it's pretty cool. So if you remember in patch 7.34, Pangolier lost a lot of kind of these defensive built-in capabilities with Shield Crash and Lucky Shot. These buffs won't really change much, but it's kind of a concession, right? Low cost for Shield Crash, which is great in the early game. However, it scales all the way through, and then a little bit of an increase in strength always is nice to have. If you remember in 7.34, Ricky got a big boost in base agi as well as agi gain. The changes here are to pull back on the reins of his scaling growth and everything except his agi, so that's why you see the talents be a little bit weaker across the board. All right, let's pour one out to Sang King, rest in peace. Sang King, like most of the people in life, had a good week of success, only to then get stuffed back into the basement like Harry Potter movie. Undying being kind of able to save allies with his Tombstone Ag Shard and receive no repercussions if people managed to destroy the Tombstone was kind of unfair. I mean, it was kind of unfair to see Phoenix, you know, kind of be able to save people in her ultimate, but may end up killing them. It was kind of an injustice worthy of the UN's attention, so I'm glad to see this change. Okay, so chances are you've probably played against or with the Witch Doctor and thought, how the hell did this hero get so strong? The pure damage on Death Ward is pretty wild. Kind of understand why these nerfs were necessary for this hero, especially as early game, his fighting was outrageously excessive in late game. He was kind of unreachable with Aether Lens, considering the range you had after level 20 and level 25. So much that it didn't even matter if you maledict people before you use your ultimate because your output was absolutely absurd. 100% unnecessary change. With that all out of the way, what are the 3 heroes I recommended for this patch? 1, Nature's Prophet 5. I just played this hero in a game, kind of insane. This hero has wild damage, free ganks, easy farm mid-game with Aghanim, Scepter, and Shard. What's not to love? Don't sleep on him. Try him out before the devs realize he's too strong. 2, Lina Magic. They did a small buff for Lina somewhere in this patch where Dragon Slave does even more burn damage from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. Pretty sweet, plus a nice buff to level 10 and level 25 talent in case you choose those. Most physical Linas do. However, the Magic Lina is the way to play this hero. And honestly, I just played Lina again in the mid lane. And for a hero that wants to win her lane very fast and then start ganking with Lumina Blade, I'm very surprised to see her buffed again. Definitely try her out. Okay, the best kept secret of 7.34 and 7.34b is Lone Druid. If you don't know about Lone Druid, he's definitely got massively buffed in the recent patch and now buffed again with a little bit of an increase in strength. Watch out for this build coming out for Lone Druid. It's going to be Diffusal Harpoon into Ag Shard for this like straight up Yoinkers, Batrider, Lasso pull that drags enemies towards you. It's not talked about, but Lone Druid players know. So definitely play this hero or learn to play this hero as soon as possible.